Today on SoKY Sunrise, the latest updates handed down by Governor Andy Beshear will tell you what new guidelines are set to go into effect today. Plus, we introduce you to Young Homie, an internet sensation that calls Bowling Green his home.
What's a more simple or basic dance move that you can teach me and I can try to emulate?
I would say like the old TikTok trend, the hood baby rock dance.
Then, we're previewing this year's Birdies for Brittany event as tickets are going fast. SoKY Sunrise starts right now.
Live from the WNKY studios in South Central Kentucky, this is SoKY Sunrise on NBC 40.
Good morning, SoKY Sunrisers. Today is Tuesday, July 28th, 2020. I'm your host, Taze Joshi. Coming up in just a couple minutes, Josh Short will join us with a look at some local headlines this morning. But first, let's bring in meteorologist Christy Stewart. And Christy, as you all just saw in our little coming up tease, we've got a fun feature on a local viral TikTok dancer right now. And of course, I got to ask you, I mean, a lot of people I know have been on the TikTok track. Have you been doing any dances on TikTok or something like that?
So I do have a TikTok and I do watch the videos, but I haven't actually made a TikTok yet myself.
You haven't made the transition from viewer to creator on that side yet?
No, I haven't. I have tried some of the dances, but I haven't recorded them.
Okay, so you're practicing, getting ready. Well, I do have to say, the young man who's going to be in our segment that's, I think, coming up in about 20 minutes or so, his dances are really, really good. So when the bar is that high on TikTok, it's hard for people like you and me, I guess, who are not dancers to get on there. But there is a lot of just fun content on TikTok overall.
Now, I will say I'm not a bad dancer. I was on the dance team in high school.
Okay, so I guess I don't want to cut you short here. Okay, so then
I'm
we're
just
gonna
not
have to
creative
get you on
enough.
TikTok. Then if you're a good dancer and you're already watching everything, we're gonna have to get you on there.
Yeah, maybe. I just feel like I'm not creative enough to come up with like original TikToks.
I think
and
if
I
we
would
work
want to
together,
do
and if we
that.
get Hannah involved, I know Hannah's big on TikTok as well. I think together we can do some great SoKY Sunrise TikToks. Now, weather-wise this morning, Christy, what can we expect today?
Well, it's going to be a very rainy day, so we do need to grab our rain gear. We've already got some of those scattered showers rolling through this morning. Right now, we do have a lot of cloud cover outside over Smiths Grove. Temperatures are extremely warm and muggy. I definitely noticed that when I stepped outside, and you will be as you're stepping out the door this morning. Temperatures are sitting in the mid-70s, 77 degrees here in Bowling Green. Dew points are sitting in the low to mid-70s, so it's very muggy as well. And we do have some of those scattered showers that are starting to move through South Central Kentucky. We are expecting to have rounds of rain throughout the day today. Our dog walkers forecast dog of the day is Skip, and Skip says the rain continues, but at least it will be a cooler day overall, so that is something to be looking forward to. Now let's check in with Josh to see what's happening in our News Express.
Thank you, Christy. We begin this morning in Bowling Green as a federal judge has resentenced the neighbor who attacked Senator Rand Paul at his home in 2017. Judge Matthew Leitman issuing the 14-month sentence during a video conference hearing yesterday. The government was seeking a sentence of 21 months. Dr. Renee Boucher is ordered to spend 8 months behind bars and 6 months of home confinement. Boucher will serve 7 months in prison due to 30 days of time already served. Boucher attacked Paul in November 2017 over a dispute about yard debris. A federal appeals court agreed to resentence Boucher after the government argued that the 30-day prison sentence was too lenient considering Paul's injuries. Boucher and the government can both appeal yesterday's ruling. The parties will meet again to discuss the case in 3 weeks. Also happening in Bowling Green, the city will select its new chief of police today. The City Commission has scheduled a special meeting for later this morning to vote on the city's manager's recommendation for the next chief. Since Chief Doug Hawkins announced his retirement, 3 internal candidates have thrown their names in the hat to become his successor: Deputy Chief Penny Bowles, Deputy Chief Michael Delaney, and Assistant Chief Brian Harrell. Commissioners will meet at 10 a.m. at the Cummer Little Recreation Center. As soon as we receive the results of that vote, we'll pass them along to you on our website, that's WNKY.com. And of course, we'll have much more on our newscasts later today at noon, 5, and 6. From one police department to another, There's a crime alert to tell you about this morning involving a rash of thefts at storage units in Barron County. Over the past 2 months, the Glasgow Police Department has noticed a number of break-ins at storage units at 2 separate storage facilities. The issues have occurred at Budget Storage Rentals and Storage Sense in Glasgow. Many power tools, a grill, and electronics have gone missing after thick metal locks were cut with bolt cutters. Police believe some of the break-ins are linked.
We do encourage folks, if you've got anything inside these storage units that you could put a serial number on, you know, possibly engrave a serial number on there. That way, if it does come up stolen or in a pawn shop somewhere, it kind of gives us a little bit an extra tool that say, hey, you know, that has been reported stolen.
If you have any information on the thefts, you're asked to contact the Glasgow Police Department at the phone number right here on your screen. That's 270-651-5151. Well, you'll want to have that rain gear as you're heading out for your morning walks. It's going to be a wet one. Christy will have more when we come back.
Welcome back to SoKY Sunrise. It is now 6:08 a.m. We need to grab the rain jacket and the umbrella this morning. We are already starting to see some scattered rain showers and thunderstorms from an approaching cold front. The good news, we are finally going to be cooler today, and we are going to be staying with these cooler temperatures as we head throughout the rest of this week. So this morning over Smiths Grove, it is very cloudy right now. Temperatures are very warm as we had a lot of cloud cover in the overnight hours. Temperatures are currently sitting in the mid-70s, 77 degrees here in Bowling Green. It feels extremely warm and muggy outdoors. Right now we do have dew points that are sitting in those low to mid-70s as well. The good news is that because we're going to be a little bit cloudier throughout the day today with continued rain showers, we are going to be staying on the cooler side. High temperatures only in the mid-80s. Right now we do have a lot of scattered showers and thunderstorms moving through, mainly for our northern counties, but we are still seeing some of those showers popping up for our southern counties as well. As we head throughout the rest of the day today, I am expecting us to have these rounds of scattered showers and thunderstorms. By around noon, the cold front is going to be making its way past south central Kentucky, and then that boundary is going to be stalling out right over the top of us. So as that is transitioning into a stalled boundary in the overnight hours, we are going to be able to catch a mostly dry break. But once that boundary does set up over the top of us, as we get into the day tomorrow, we are going to be seeing some more rounds of scattered showers and thunderstorms. Now, the rainiest day this week looks like it's going to be Thursday. That's when we are going to be continuing to have that boundary set up right over the top of us and seeing some more of those scattered showers and thunderstorms really rolling through south central Kentucky. That activity continues for us as we head throughout the day on Friday and into Saturday as well. Now, once we get into this weekend, it does look like the system is going to be starting to get a nudge out of here, and eventually towards Sunday, we are going to be having a cold front moving through. So with that, it does look like we are still going to be having a few showers and a couple of thunderstorms, but by next week, should at least be a little bit drier, headed into more of a drier pattern as we do have a Canadian high pressure system starting to take over control of the region. Before today, we are going to be seeing more rounds of scattered showers and thunderstorms throughout the entire day and seeing more clouds than sun, but temperatures are only going to be warming up into the mid-80s, feeling like we are in the low 90s as those dew points do remain pretty high. Once we get into the night tonight, we are going to be partly cloudy, possibly a stray shower, but mostly dry, an overnight low of 71 degrees. And tonight, the Alpha Capricornids meteor shower does peak. Not a very strong meteor shower. We're only seeing about 5 meteors per hour, but they do have some very bright fireballs. So if we do have some breaks in those clouds and you'd like to try to view a meteor, then tonight is going to be your night, but that shower will be continuing until about August 15th. Now, for the rest of this week, we are going to be continuing to see these rounds of scattered showers and thunderstorms as we do have that stalled boundary sitting over the top of us. Temperatures, though, will at least be cooler. Finally, a break from those 90s. We'll be seeing highs sitting all week into the weekend into those mid-80s. Overnight lows stay pretty warm, though, in the low 70s until this weekend when they drop into the mid-60s. Back to you, Tej.
Thank you so much for that update, Christy. And when we come back, why your child's mental health is just as important to protect as their physical health during a pandemic. Those details after this quick commercial break. Welcome back to SoKY Sunrise. The coronavirus pandemic continues to take a toll on the well-being of children and young adults. While studies suggest they're less likely to get infected than adults, they're experiencing major life changes and stressors impacting their mental health. Sarah Dolph explains more in today's Living Well.
Disrupted routines, separation from friends, and for many, no in-person school come fall. The pandemic is wearing on the mental health of children and teens.
About 1 in 6 children in America have a mental health disorder, and in the context of the coronavirus pandemic, we expect this to increase.
Across the board, health experts are seeing more symptoms of anxiety and depression. In younger kids, that may manifest as tantrums or behavior regression. Older children may be more agitated, angry, or withdrawn. Having a trusted adult to walk kids through those emotions is key.
Name the feeling for them. I see that you're angry that you can't hang out with your friends right now, or you're really worried that something bad is going to happen to mom when I go to work. So help them identify those feelings and then help them with ways to work through that and build resilience.
While most kids will remember the pandemic, like how their grandparents and great-grandparents recall the Depression, it won't interfere with their development. But kids with pre-existing mental health conditions are at heightened risk. A survey of 2,000 young people with mental health histories in the UK found 51% reported coronavirus has made their mental health a bit worse. 32% say it's made it much worse.
We know that those children are at higher risk for developing longer-term psychological impact from the pandemic.
Even during the summer, health experts say establishing routines and structure can help. So can time outdoors and time with family or chatting with friends via social media. Watch for changes to appetite and sleeping habits, as well as personalities. Big shifts are signs it's time to connect with a mental health expert. Sarah Dolph, NBC News.
Happy Tuesday, and thanks for joining me in the iconic studio for everything hot and trending this Tuesday morning. Actress Sophie Turner and singer Joe Jonas are now parents. A representative for Turner confirmed the good news yesterday, but the rep did not give out any details about the newborn's birth, although some media outlets are reporting that their baby girl was born last Wednesday. A source told Entertainment Tonight that they are already obsessed and can't stop gloating about their new addition, who is their first child. The source also said the couple has only shared the news and updates with family and friends. Now, trending in the sports, we're less than a week into the 2020 season and Major League Baseball has its first widespread outbreak of coronavirus. 14 members, 12 players, 2 coaches on the Miami Marlins have tested positive for COVID-19 and are in quarantine. The news comes as the team prepared to return from Philadelphia after a 3-game series against the Phillies. As of now, the team remains in Philadelphia. Last night's Phillies home game against the New York Yankees was also been postponed because of the coronavirus cases. So far, there are no reports of any Philly players testing positive for COVID-19. And after the news of the Marlins coronavirus outbreak, other teams are taking notice and even practicing safe winning celebrations. Yesterday night, after the Toronto Blue Jays beat the defending champion Washington Nationals in D.C., Vlad Guerrero Jr. here wearing the red sleeves was seen in the high five line handing out something other than high fives. Upon closer inspection, it turns out Vladdy Jr. was giving hand sanitizer to his Toronto teammates. The Blue Jays posted pictures of his generosity to their Twitter account with the caption, "Victory Sanitizer." But that's a quick peek at what's trending this half hour. Stay tuned because I'll have more trends for you later on in the show. We'll be right back with this week's SoKY's Choice featuring Young Homie.
Welcome back to SoKY Sunrise. With the help of Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok, viral dancers and dance moves are spreading across social media. And in this week's SoKY's Choice, we meet a local dancer who is generating lots of hype on social media. Social media, Jordan Daniels, who goes by the name Young Homie, has over 3.2 million followers on TikTok. And at just 17 years old, he has shown off his unique and mesmerizing dance moves in cities across the United States. But his hometown of Bowling Green is often the setting of his TikToks, YouTube videos, and other content he creates. A handful of his videos have accrued upwards of 10 million views. And Jordan was genuinely surprised at his initial success.
I was very in shock. When I made my first video was me like doing a slide backwards, like I was in a car. It got like, I think 1 million views overnight, and I was like, what?
Jordan's dance inspiration comes from watching other popular dancers online, ranging from his TikTok peers to Michael Jackson. Now, a major part of Jordan's success comes from his extremely supportive family, especially his older brother Brandon, who manages Jordan.
I just like to oversee everything because I don't want nobody to get involved with him and use him and have him doing stuff that he's not really comfortable doing. I like him to still have control over all his content.
The two brothers work hand in hand, taking time to plan out various TikTok dances, learning from their own previous videos, and enjoying each other's company. All of which are reasons Jordan is grateful for his older brother.
It's good because I have somebody that I know and love and care about to like be by my side, like onto my career.
Now, of course, while being in the presence of a TikTok star, I took full advantage and asked Jordan to teach me some basic dance moves. So we've seen you do some crazy dance moves, ones that if I tried, I don't know what injury I would suffer. You do the splits and I try to copy you, definitely be tearing my pants open. What's a more simple or basic dance move that you can teach me and I can try to emulate?
I would say like the old TikTok trend, the hood baby rock dance.
The hood baby rock dance?
Yeah.
Oh, show me one more time, nice and slow.
So it'd be forward, left, back. You can also move your neck with it like forward, left, back.
Forward, left, back?
Kinda. Forward, left, back.
And while Jordan was still trying to unsuccessfully teach me some dance moves, his level of stardom became even more clear as one of his social media followers serendipitously stumbled upon us while we were filming.
Well, really, he inspires me to get out and dance, and I just really like his dance moves. They're really nice.
Going forward, Jordan has dreams of continuing his dancing and eventually moving to Los Angeles and pursuing acting. Thanks for watching this week's SoKY's Choice. Now, of course, while most of us don't have the dance skills of young homie, that doesn't mean you two can't practice your dancing in downtown Bowling Green, and maybe one of your videos could go viral. All right, everybody stay with us. We've got another look at your forecast when we come back.
Live from the WNKY studios in South Central Kentucky, this is SoKY Sunrise on NBC 40.
Welcome back to SoKY Sunrise. The time is now 6:26 a.m. As always, thank you so much for joining us this morning. Coming up, Josh Short joined us with a look at the latest headlines surrounding the coronavirus. And of course, later on, we're sitting down with Doug Gorman to preview the upcoming Birdies for Brittany event. But before we get to all that, let's check back in with meteorologist Christy Stewart. And Christy, how's our weather looking so far this morning? Is it any good?
It's quite rainy outside, so we definitely need to grab our rain jackets and our umbrellas as we do head out the door. Lots of cloud cover right now outside of our Smiths Grove Tower cam. Temperatures are extremely warm and muggy. Right now we have temperatures sitting in the mid-70s, 77 degrees for Bowling Green. Dew points are sitting in the low to mid-70s as well, so that's where that mugginess comes into the air. At least we do have some rain showers that are going to be helping to keep us a little bit on the cooler side for the day today. As we do have a lot of cloud cover, we're not going to be able to see a lot of heating throughout the day. A cold front is slowly approaching us, so with that we are already starting to see some of those scattered showers developing. We'll be having scattered showers and thunderstorms throughout the entire day today, but the good news is that high temperatures will only be sitting in the mid-80s, so feeling much more pleasant outside. Feels like temperatures will be right about 90 degrees. Now let's check in with Josh to see what else is happening in our News Express.
Thank you, Christy. And we'll start this half hour with the latest headlines surrounding the coronavirus. Governor Andy Beshear announcing yesterday new rules that impact schools, restaurants, and bars in the state. The governor recommending that all public and private schools in Kentucky postpone their in-person reopenings until the third week of August. The governor also mandating that all bars close for the next 2 weeks, starting today. Also beginning today, restaurants now required to limit the indoor capacity to 25%. Outdoor seating at restaurants can function as normal as long as social distancing guidelines are being followed. Transitioning now to the latest numbers on the virus, 522 additional cases on Monday, bringing the total number of cases in Kentucky to 27,601. 7,466 individuals have now fully recovered, while 9 more Kentuckians have died from the virus, bringing the total number of deaths to 709. Total number of tests, 588,926. And here are the latest local numbers. Warren County adding 36 additional cases since last Friday, bringing that county's total to 2,178. New cases were also reported across the board over the weekend in the WNKY viewing area, with the exception of Edmonson County. In all of these counties combined, 88 people have died from the virus. That's 2 more since Friday, and 2,746 have fully recovered. The moratorium protecting Americans from evictions for the past 4 months expired this past Saturday. But what does that mean for residents here in Kentucky? Those who lost their job during the pandemic may find it hard to continue making rent payments on time. With the uncertain future of the CARES Act looming in the future, which protects tenants from evictions, people may not know where to turn. The CARES Act expired on Saturday, but evictions in Kentucky are suspended until the state of emergency is over. Bowling Green Housing Authority occupancy specialist Sean Sales told us how he's seen this affect people here in South Central Kentucky.
It is one devastation after another because you're interacting with people who have created these lives and been able to provide for themselves and their family. And now all of a sudden they're having to deal with the idea that they don't have the means, and not only do they not have them now, but they don't know what tomorrow looks like either.
The proposal for the next stimulus bill, the HEALS Act, plans to lengthen the federal eviction moratorium. The final decision is expected to be made the first week of August, leaving some Americans in a tricky gap without protection. And for more on that, we now turn to NBC's Tracy Potts, who's covering the latest on the Republican coronavirus relief plan that's already under fire by fellow lawmakers. Here's Tracy with more.
The Republican relief plan,
totally inadequate,
already facing criticism.
We don't even know if Senate Republicans fully support them.
The Senate's top Republican didn't even realize it includes nearly $2 billion for a new FBI headquarters.
I'm not sure that it is it?
The HEALS Act would drop the unemployment bonus from $600 to $200 a week. It provides $1,200 payments to Americans and billions for testing, schools, rental assistance, and back-to-work grants.
The American people don't just want relief, they want opportunity.
There's $6 billion to distribute a coronavirus vaccine.
We've shaved years off of the time that it takes to develop a vaccine.
Moderna got nearly $1 billion from the government. It's entering phase 3 trials.
The safety data thus far looks good, but now it's crunch time. We're trying to figure out, does it actually work?
3 more companies are entering the final testing phase. Dr. Fauci says a vaccine is possible by November. And the White House has confirmed that National Security Advisor Robert O'Brien tested positive. He's the highest-ranking White House official so far to get the disease. Tracy Potts, NBC News.
Thank you, Tracy. Well, if you haven't liked the heat, you'll enjoy the cooler temps today. Just be prepared for that rain. Christy will have more when we come back.
Welcome back to SoKY Sunrise. It is 6:34 a.m. Lots of cloud cover outside of our Smiths Grove Tower cam. We do have some rain showers that are already impacting South Central Kentucky, so make sure that you do grab your rain gear as well as an umbrella as you are headed out the door. Now, temperatures are very warm this morning, sitting in the mid-70s, 77 degrees in Bowling Green. It feels very muggy outside when you do step outdoors, as we have dew points sitting in those low to mid-70s already for this morning. We are going to be staying with these dew points at that level, but the good news is because we are going to be having a rainier day and having a lot more cloud cover, temperatures overall will be much cooler for the daytime hours. Now, we are going to be already starting to see some of those scattered showers and thunderstorms moving through mainly our northern counties, but our southern counties are starting to see some of those showers popping up as well. And that activity is coming from a cold front that is slowly approaching South Central Kentucky. So that cold front should arrive by this afternoon, and then that cold front is going to begin to stall out over the top of us. So it looks like as we get into tonight, actually mainly around 6 p.m., that rain should be over for us, and we are going to be staying mostly dry in the overnight hours as that stalled boundary sets up over South Central Kentucky. But once we get into tomorrow, once that boundary is situated over us, we are going to be seeing some rounds of scattered showers and thunderstorms, especially towards the afternoon and evening hours with the heating of the day. Now, Thursday, that is going to be the rainiest day it looks like for this week, as we are expecting more widespread rain and thunderstorm activity throughout all of Thursday, and then that activity does continue into the day on Friday. Now, eventually towards this weekend, we are still going to be seeing some rounds of scattered showers and thunderstorms, but it does look like this stalled boundary is going to be getting a little bit of a nudge off to our east, so we are going to be seeing that rain starting to taper off a little bit closer towards your Sunday, Monday time frame is when it does look like we are going to become a little bit drier. Now, for the day today, because we do have that cold front that is approaching us and we'll be having more clouds and sun, temperatures will only be warming up into the mid-80s, feeling much more comfortable outside. Feels like temperatures will be about 90 degrees. All day, we are going to be seeing those scattered showers and thunderstorms continuing. Now, for the night tonight, we are going to be mostly dry. Can't rule out a stray shower here or there, but we are going to be also partly cloudy and an overnight low of 71 degrees. So if we do have some of those breaks in those clouds, you could try to view the peak of the Alpha Capricornids meteor shower, which does peak tonight. It's a very small meteor shower, only about 5 meteors to be viewed per hour, but you could be seeing some bright fireballs. And fireballs are just very bright meteors that do show up in the sky, and it looks about as bright as Venus on to the naked eye in the magnitude scale there. Now, as we head throughout the rest of this week, we are going to be seeing much of that same weather continuing for us, those rounds of scattered showers and thunderstorms throughout the work week, as well as continuing into this weekend. As we head throughout the rest of this week, we are going to be seeing those high temperatures staying on the cooler side, below average, sitting right about those mid-80s. Wednesday will be a little bit warmer, as we are going to be seeing a little bit more sunshine, so those highs will be in the upper 80s. Overnight lows stay very warm in the low 70s until we get into this weekend. Then we will be seeing those overnight lows cooling down to more comfortable temperatures in the mid to upper 60s. Now it's time to clear the shelters. Let's meet our adorable pet of the day.
Hey everybody, Tage here once again at the Bowling Green Warren County Humane Society. It's time again for our Pet of the Day segment. And our pet today is this beautiful cat named Emma. Now, Emma is 3 years old, and unfortunately, she was returned here to the Humane Society after already being adopted. The staff isn't sure exactly why she was returned, but they tell me she, while here at the shelter, is an adorably sweet, super playful cat. Likes to run around and have a good time with the staff here. As you can see, she's got adorable colors as well. Nice silver and white gray mixture, absolutely beautiful. And as I'm petting her right now, she's a wonderfully soft kitten as well. Not quite a kitten, a little bit older, but if you want to come down here to the Bowling Green Warren County Humane Society and pick Emma up today, please do just that. I'll be right back after this quick commercial break. Welcome back to SoKY Sunrise. Last week we sat down with Doug Gorman to talk about the annual Birdies for Brittany event that's coming up soon. Take a look. Joining us via Zoom this morning is Doug Gorman. Now, Doug, today we're going to introduce you as simply as Team Brittany. We're talking about an event that's very important to you, very near and dear to your heart. That's Birdies for Brittany. In general, we'll get into some of the specifics of the importance of it in just a second, but what is Birdies for Brittany? Tell me an overview of the general event.
Well, great. It's a golf event and a weekend that we do to honor the legacy and memory of my daughter, Brittany Gorman Parrish. Brittany was a young mother, had a 10-month-old and married to Terrace Parrish, and passed away, unfortunately, in May of 2017 after an extremely brief battle with acute myeloid leukemia. And one thing we found out that we knew about Brittany was she gave back to the community. She loved this community and loved to volunteer. And so we tried to find some way to honor her and her legacy. And so we decided we wanted to give scholarships to her alma mater, Western Kentucky University, to students and also to support a local nonprofit. So we came up with a golf tournament, and this is our third year for our Birdies for Brittany golf tournament. We're really excited about it.
You said you're very excited about it, and I'm also very glad that you as a family found a way to continue your daughter's legacy. That's always a very important thing to do. And I want to talk to you a little bit on an emotional level. You know, it's been some years now. How is the family doing? Does this event help? And overall, how have you guys kind of come together?
Yeah, I appreciate that. This is something our family looks forward to. It is the deepest pain that a parent will ever know, for sure. And it is, again, might be able to speak about it easier as the time goes, but at the same time, sometimes it seems like it was yesterday. But for her brothers and sisters and for us and our family, it is a great way to honor her. And, of course, sometimes in our minds, the sweetest name in the world is Brittany, and so we love to honor her. And for the people that didn't know her, I wish more had, but a lot of people did know her and remember her beautiful smile, her giving heart. She had a servant's heart, and so this is not just a way to raise funds and do things in her legacy. It also helps our family considerably with that healing process and for us to continue her legacy. So it's been given a gift. This community has done so many things for us and has lifted us up, and so we're very excited about that and able to give back in that way.
Of course, having that healing element is so important. I'm glad that your family's been able to find that, but there's so much practical benefit from this event too. Like you said, you're raising money for scholarships to help students at Western. Tell me a little bit about how those scholarships really resemble what Brittany's view in life was and how that connects to what she wanted to promote.
Right. So one of the things that was important to us, we wanted to honor her through a scholarship. We think education is important, and she was a proud Hilltopper, as our whole family is. And so the first year we did it with no expectations, we were able to award 3 $5,000 scholarships to local high school students who are altruistic in their endeavors, and they already are giving back and volunteering. Last year, which was our second year, we awarded 4 $5,000 scholarships. So we've done $35,000 scholarships in 2 years, and a little nervous with everything going on this year, but we're thankful the event is September 14th and it's far enough out. It's safe to play golf, and so people are excited about that. We're looking forward to giving more scholarships away next year as well, and that's been impactful. And I will tell you, the students that we've given them to, unbelievably grateful, and it's a difference maker in their lives and the lives of their parents, helping pay for school too.
Now, Doug, you mentioned September 14th. That's when the event, of course, is. Let's talk about some more of the specifics as we're running low on time here.
Sure.
This year's event, of course, we're not going to have all of it because of COVID this year, but we're still going to have almost everything.
That's right. So the big thing is we want to thank 2 people especially. It's our title sponsor, Pinnacle Financial Partners, and the Murphy Construction Group, Scott Murphy and Daniel. So this golf event is Monday, September 14th at Indian Hills Country Club, and it's always the first Monday after Labor Day. It's a little late this year because of Labor Day, and we're excited. We got 2 flights, 8 a.m. and 1 p.m. It's $400 per team for a 4-person team. And you can go, the easiest way to do it is go to Birdies for Brittany, BRITTNEY. Like our Facebook page, there's a link on there. You can always call Booth Fire and Safety or call me personally to get information, and we can share that link with you and sign up. We already have, we have about 15 spots left. It has taken off like wildfire. Another great thing, 54 teams, and we have almost 40 sold. So it's time to get on there and get busy about getting in the tournament. But it is a great tournament, great food, great fun, and for a worthy cause. And let me say also, this year's nonprofit partner is Curbside Ministries. We're excited to be able to make a difference in their life as well.
There's so much good stuff coming together to make a great event to honor your daughter's legacy. Doug, once again, thank you so much for joining us this morning.
Thank you so much. You guys have a great day.
All of that information, you need to get signed up on our website after the show. All right, everybody, stay right where you are. We've got another look at your forecast coming up after this quick commercial break.
Welcome back, SoKY Sunrisers. It is now 6:48 a.m. We need to grab our rain jackets and umbrellas today. We've already started to see some showers across south central Kentucky, and we're going to be continuing to see scattered showers and thunderstorms throughout the day today, as we do have a slow approaching cold front. But the good news, temperatures will be a little bit cooler, finally not in the 90s today. Temperatures are already warm this morning because we had a lot of cloud cover in the overnight hours. Right now we have temperatures that are sitting in the mid-70s, 77 degrees here in Bowling Green, so it feels very warm and very muggy as you are stepping out the door this morning. Our dew points are sitting in the low to mid-70s as well. Dew points will be sitting right about those mid-70s throughout the day today, but because we're going to be having a lot of cloud cover as well as continuing to see scattered showers and thunderstorms, temperatures will be a little bit cooler with highs only reaching into the mid-80s for today. Right now we still have some of those scattered showers moving across south central Kentucky, and we can expect to have scattered showers and thunderstorms throughout the entire day today. Eventually that will be tapering off once the sun does go down, and we'll be seeing high temperatures in the mid-80s, feeling like about 90 degrees. Back to you, Hannah.
Thanks, Christy. This morning we have another edition of Hidden Heroes, and this week I spoke to Kim Lindgren. You may know her through her involvement in the local chapter of the American Cancer Society, but she also volunteers with the ACS Cancer Action Network. Lindgren has been involved with ACS CAN since it started, and she serves as the representative for this congressional district, ensuring that the needs of this community are heard.
I believe in the power of advocacy, and that we live in a country where we can go to our government and express our beliefs as to what their priorities should be and what's important.
And she explains what it's like to be a volunteer for an organization where every decision is life or death.
It's like constantly having your foot on the gas pedal in the car. You have to keep going because someone's counting on you. You know, this pandemic that we're in right now, a lot of the world has stopped, but cancer has not.
A longtime friend of Lindgren describes how he sees her as a hidden hero in our community.
What a lot of people don't see is the advocacy that she does behind the scenes, all of the Tuesday meetings that they do for Relay and all of the planning meetings that they do for both the national lobby and the state lobby. So she goes to Frankfurt and she goes to Washington, and people in the community here may not see that.
And as for Lindgren, the fight is personal as she continues the battle for those close to her.
You know, I lost my mother to cancer. And, you know, I never realized just how painful of a loss that could be. And that drives me. That drives me every single day. I carry her story, and I carry the stories of all the people that I know who have battled this disease, because I just can't stop.
For more on the American Cancer Society and how you can get involved locally, just visit our website, WNKY.com, and click on this story. Stay with us. I'll be back after the break with a look at everything else trending this morning. Welcome back to the Iconic Studio, everybody. This really is an iconic studio, I'm sorry. Time to get you caught up on everything else that's trending today. Netflix knows love, or at least know how to make an entertaining love story. Kissing Booth 2 has been on Netflix top 10 since it came out on Friday, and now apparently Kissing Booth 3 is already in the works. Netflix just dropped this trailer for it, saying the film will drop sometime next year. It turns out the second flick was filmed at the same time as the third, in secret. It's in post-production right now and will hit Netflix in 2021. It tells the story of high school student Elle Evans, played by Joey King, who falls in love with her best friend's older brother, Noah Flynn. And Target has joined the growing list of retailers that will be closed this Thanksgiving due to the coronavirus. It said in a blog post, quote, "Historically, deal hunting and holiday shopping can mean crowded events, and this isn't a year for crowds. Instead, Target's holiday shopping deals will begin in October. Closing on Thanksgiving has been a source of tension between retailers and labor advocates in the past. Many big box stores have been opening on the holiday to get a jump start on Black Friday because it's generally considered the start of the year-end shopping rush. Other retailers like Walmart announced last week it will be closed on Thanksgiving Day. Speaking of Walmart, a couple has been banned from the store after a video surfaced of them in a Minnesota location wearing face coverings with swastikas. The incident happened Saturday, the same day Minnesota started requiring everyone to wear masks in indoor businesses. Another Walmart customer informed the store's manager and recorded the video as she was checking out. In the video, the unidentified woman could be heard saying she's not a Nazi, but she says was wearing the face covering to show people what could happen in America if they vote for Joe Biden. The unidentified man added, quote, "We're living under a socialist state." The couple left the store without incident and no charges were filed. A Walmart spokeswoman says the couple has been banned for at least 1 year. And finally this morning, don't forget, it's Twitter Poll Tuesday, and for this week's poll, I decided to pull this trending picture from Twitter that had a lot of people talking. Let me know which pill you would prefer and why. And for those of you in the older crowd, if you're already over 45, just go ahead and add 20 years to your age now and make your decision from there. You can find the poll on my Facebook and Twitter. Just search Hannah McCall WNKY. But that's a look at what's trending today. Stay tuned because SoKY Sunrise wraps up on the other side of this break.
Welcome back to the end of your Feel Good Wake Up Show. We are finally done with the 90s for a while. Throughout at least the next 7 days, we are going to be much cooler with high temperatures sitting right around those mid-80s. We are going to be quite rainy though, so we have a cold front that is headed our way slowly throughout the day today, bringing us rounds of scattered showers and storms all day today. And then that boundary sets up right over the top of us, bringing us more scattered showers and thunderstorms throughout the rest of this work week into the weekend. Once we get towards Monday, it looks like we should be headed into a little bit of a drier pattern.
Thank you so much for that update, Christy. And coming up tomorrow morning on SoKY Sunrise, we're sitting down with music director Jeff Reed from Orchestra Kentucky as we're previewing their return to the stage after a long hiatus. Be sure to join us tomorrow morning only on WNKY NBC 40. Thank you all so much for joining us today. We really appreciate it. We look forward to having you back tomorrow. Everybody stay tuned because the Today Show is coming up next.